We need to finish this before he recovers his strings.
Here you have written, and the diesel grenadiers overran the last stronghold of the Hellfire Order, defeating Elders and the Storm, and ending the Third Magotech War.
There's a strong flow of steam blocking your way. Maybe this inconspicuous red valve can fix the issue.
Without their commander or magical powers, those who remained had no choice but to surrender. Sources of magical power were driven from our world, vanished beyond an impenetrable barrier. Now everyone may enjoy a just and untroubled world. not every magic user was ready to accept defeat. In the desolated old world, repellent beasts and mages claiming to be weavers continued to fight amongst themselves. Some were even bold enough to launch raids against technologist outposts.
Brakes are completely seized. Otherwise, it would have rolled on and crashed long ago. The ignition key is conspicuously absent. You must...
The ongoing clash between mages and technologists was the source of that terrifying disease, the Iron Plague. People began to rust from the outside in, transforming into hideous, decaying iron statues of themselves. The war didn't take place on our soil, but the aftermath reached us nonetheless. The nearest technologist outpost, the fire shrapnel, extorted taxes from us in exchange for protection, but did nothing to actually protect us. Curious. But let us move on. Many of these entries are needlessly provocative. For example, every day I witness yet another family selling everything they own to move to this incredible new world. Apparently, technological progress is booming, and daily drudgery is being steadily replaced by automation. They claim, I cannot shake the feeling that the world is falling apart on all sides and the powerful care not in the slightest, while we must smile and pretend to be happy. Audacious. Do you realize that this passage by itself justifies a quite harsh sentence? That was just the first entry. Every page is rife with distressing theories and questions. Do you not agree? I see. You do realize everything that happened is entirely due to your ignorance? Each one of these notes perfectly illustrates your insistence on meddling in matters which do not concern you. Let's read another. Something weird is happening over there. I can feel it. Everyone's talking about folks going missing, and what are they? Exploiting the common folks' superstition to undermine technological progress. What? But however distasteful I find this, we must proceed, huh? The human mind functions in curious ways. If a problem doesn't directly affect us, we tend to think ourselves immune. But as I see the Iron Plague continue to spread all around me, it feels like a noose tightening around my neck. Helen, my first love, died a few weeks ago. I don't know what to make of that. Her parents will not visit her grave. They're that afraid of getting infected. Uncle Victor hasn't spoken in over a week. His skin has turned to a flaky, oxidized crust, and his breathing is labored. I don't know how long he'll last. I hope for a miracle, but they seem increasingly rare these days. Even now, I can hear the metallic rattle of Aunt Hilda's joints. She keeps on smiling, even as the Iron Plague devours her without respite or mercy. All I can do is pray the disease doesn't take them all. If there's any chance to save them from this awful death, I'll take it, no matter the cost. They raised me, after all. I can't stand by and do nothing. Silence! Oh, what about this one? Right in... Is it fair to mistreat someone just because they're different? Why couldn't we have found some resolution, some middle ground? If a different road had been taken, there wouldn't be any Iron Plague. Do you honestly think no one tried to prevent this bloodshed? The laws binding reality were our only hope to stop this cruel fate from destroying us all. How dare you challenge them? And now we come to the proof that you're the one who started all this, that the whole debacle is your fault. The odds are not good, I know, but it still bothers me that there's been no word from any of the emigrants to the New World. So I've decided to risk it. They're not asking much in return, after all. Only the unwoven filament. The task should be no challenge for someone like me. There it is. Silence. These are your words. I smuggled the unwoven filament onto a ship heading for the New World to the Tatterhold seaport. There I will meet with Red Simon's contact.
The interminable voyage from the old world is finally over, and the relentless seasickness has at last slackened its grip. You inhale deeply and let the warm sea breeze fill your senses. The cries of gulls fill the air, alongside the chatter of folk on the bustling docks. Your heart quickens with anticipation as you take that first decisive step off the gangway. The new world awaits. But before you're free to embrace this new chapter in your life, there's the customs officer to deal with. A young man in an ill-fitting uniform presides, papers strewn before him on the wooden tabletop. With an air of long-practiced indifference, he begins to read from a crumpled form.
Good day to you, sir or madam. Let me be the first to welcome you to the New World, a place without poverty, hunger, or war, a place where everyone can achieve their dreams, etc., etc. You can become anyone you wish in the new world. A warrior, a magician, the president. Together we can make this the perfect home for everyone. A place where anything... Please, pass me your documents and join the line. An elf, then. Welcome to the new world. Here we know that elves are a wise and ancient race. Hopefully you will become part of our modern society. Please ignore anyone who treats you with prejudice. And not all elves are antiquated warlocks, right? Please step forward for a customs check. You need to make sure you're not carrying anything illegal. Surface inspection indicates the new arrival is not a magical being, has no visible signs of corruption, and no evident symptoms of the Iron Plague. Nor do I observe any kind of smoke, magical glow, unusual light refraction, or other manifestations of illegal or unregistered magical artifact. Looks like we're done here. Head on through, and good luck in the new world. Don't break the law and don't join any magical terrorist organizations. Have a good day. I have no idea who Mick Mortensen is, but the meeting point is over there. You can ask around for him, I guess. Okay, take care. Feeling lucky, folks? Place your bets on Michael Mortensen. Odds are 5-1 against.
You're certain that fellow holding the Crimson Arrow sign just announced the very person you're supposed to meet on the docks?
That brawl was a real cracker. Up until your grand entrance, that is. My sniffer feels like a plate of mashed taters now. And I'm not loving it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. But you could have chosen a less no-stumping moment, huh? It's not your fault, mate. Everything will be okay. Hey, worst case scenario, I'll buy myself a beer or three. All right. It seems we got off to a bit of a rocky start. Let's wipe the slate clean. Mr. Simon told me a little bit about you. Now it's time I introduce myself. Name's Michael Mortensen, but mostly folks call me Mick Rosie. I work for Mr. Simon, managing his business affairs now and then. And you? Well met indeed. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. In the new world, everyone's got a debt hanging over their head. Me, for example, I have to get you to Mr. Simon. But there's a snag. I took a beating, and now I owe Ernie. Ernie's the bloke with the purse and the trusty notebook. Don't take this the wrong way, mate. Not holding a grudge or anything. But I got knocked out because of you. It's a bit of a tangled tale. But now it's you who's got a debt to settle with Ernie. We're not going anywhere until that's taken care of. You follow me? You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, you can try your luck with some portside gamblers, indulge in a bit of pickpocketing, or maybe just rummage through a few bags, the usual routine. If you're feeling adventurous and want to reel in a bigger catch, have a chat with Ernie and consider stepping into the ring with Grotwea the Crusher. But I'll be straight with you. He's a tough nut to crack. You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, if you're feeling adventurous. Splendid. We can go now. Right. Let's head over there. I'll follow you.
A police officer in a flashy tech outfit stands on the stoop, engaged in a quiet tete-a-tete with a man. For some reason, this piques Mick's interest. The man delivers a parcel to the officer, who accepts it with a subtle nod, before passing something back in return.
Listen up, partner. I gotta sort a little something out with Jimmy. But I'll be back in 2 shakes, don't you worry. I had a feeling we were gonna get along.
The cop startles at Mick's exclamation. His countenance...
What do you want, Mortensen?
The policeman's face grows another shade...
Yeah, I think we need that.
The policeman nods pointedly in your direction. The policeman's eyes are darting about, and he's breathing in hard...
Ha! My partner likes getting down to brass tacks.
Without ever taking his eyes off the policeman's, Mick wordlessly extends an open hand. Finally, he lets out a long, reluctant sigh and drops the mysterious package into Mick's...
Damn it.
Mick grins with...
And keep this between you and me.
I understand. I'm not a kid in short pants, you know. Old Jimbo and me, we've got some history. Every now and then, I can touch him up for something good. He ain't as rotten. Hold on a sec. There's something I've got to take care of.
Mick carefully unwraps the parcel to reveal a tiny heap of crystalline powder.
Orphan. I'd have never made it through the mines without it. I was popping every...
Mick expertly snorts up a dose of orphan and a...
You've got no idea what you're passing up, pal.
This dwarf is openly weeping. Anguish. As you draw closer, a noxious but familiar odor wafts over you, the acrid tang of rot dust.
Stop bothering me! Damn it! What do you want? Your bags? Nobody cared a fig about Finley McClatchy as long as everything was working. Nobody! Only when it all broke down did they start going, Finley, can you help me with my suitcase? Finley, can you find my purse? What do you want? Let me guess. Is it luggage? I just bet you want some fucking luggage. It's like this. Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III arrived in town 2 days ago. He's a famous theater director. There's been a shutdown at the station, and Mr. Parisi was invited to entertain any new arrivals until it's sorted out. I wanted to be an actor my whole life! Woo! To be so adored that whenever people saw me, they would smile. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm such a fool. I should have thought of that. How could I ever think poorly of Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III? Oh, thank you so much.